You know, I'm pretty hard on Gospel Coalition, but not all their articles are bad. Here was a really good one about Joe Rogan and how he is a good example for believers. And I remember arguing about this. I believe I argued with Joe Carter about this one. I'm not 100% sure I'm remembering that correctly, but this article is about how Joe Rogan is such a nice guy, and he's just so affable, and he listens, and you know, he's just a great example for Christians on how to listen and respect each other and stuff like that. And at the time, I was laughing about that because the reason he's like that is because he's high all the time. So I remember making fun of the article a little bit, but you know, it's true though. I mean, you know, believers do have good advice sometimes and good examples. And you know, in the spirit of the Gospel Coalition, I am going to do a video of my own, and it's about Keemstar. That's right, Keemstar has good advice for believers. And the reason I was thinking about this, I was watching him interview Wings of Redemption. Now, if you don't know the name Keemstar, or if you don't know the name Wings of Redemption, it's way too long of a story really to get the full, you know, the fullness of it. You need like a good hour to and luckily there are documentaries about this. But Wings of Redemption is this guy. He was a Call of Duty YouTuber, and more recently, like within the last 5 years, he just gets trolled mercilessly by people. And he's the kind of guy that he can't ignore trolls. He just has to. He continues to feed them. You know, they'll call him a horrible name. They'll say he beats his wife, you know, randomly, and they'll say this stuff, and he can't like just ignore it. He has to defend himself. He has to be, you know, he's always like complaining about the clips that they take of him out of context. He's been clipped saying the N-word, you know, stuff like that, and he hates it. He can't stand the clips. And in this clip, or in this video rather, Keemstar, who again, if you don't know who he is, it's very difficult to encapsulate it into a few sentences. But basically, he's got a show called Drama Alert on YouTube. He is a very popular YouTuber, probably one of the most popular YouTubers. I mean, he gets like 600,000 views of video, that kind of thing. And it's all about internet drama and various kinds of things. So this is like right up his alley, right? So some recent news about Wings of Redemption came out, and it's a whole drama. I'm not even going to get into it, but Keemstar is giving Wings of Redemption some honest advice here about how to handle trolls, and I think it's really good advice. I think the church can learn from this. Let's listen.
I'm going to put you in front of millions of people.
By the way, if you have sensitive ears, there are a few profanities in this, so I'm going to just warn you, if you can't handle some light profanity, the whole video has a lot of profanity. This has some light profanity, so if you don't know how to handle that, probably stop watching right now, but here it is.
Guaranteed.
Again, like
I actually think it's a good idea.
I'm not trying to get famous or rich off this anymore. I'm just trying to get by. That's where I'm happy with.
So they had suggested they let Keemstar do a documentary about Wings of Redemption, and he was going to give him 10% of the royalties. The only thing Keemstar required is that he has complete creative license over it, and he's saying no.
Like, I don't like this shit. I don't like the spotlight and people lying about me, and you know, I don't like people dragging my name through the mud, calling me a pedophile and shit. Like, I'm none of these things.
Well, I wouldn't be defending yourself 24/7. I would embrace who you really are.
Hold on, let's stop this for a second. So, did you hear what he said? He says he doesn't like being lied about. He doesn't like being called a pedophile. He doesn't like all this stuff. He wants to just live like a life, kind of away from the spotlight, even though he's a YouTuber, which is a very weird thing. And so he doesn't like it, so he doesn't want to feed into it, is what he's saying. Because according to him, if he does this documentary with Keemstar, you know, people are going to get more ammunition to sort of make fun of him, and he doesn't like that. And they're going to lie about him. Now, the thing about Wings of Redemption is it's the quote-unquote lies about him. It's very debatable whether or not they're actually lies. And some of them are probably true. Some of them, like the pedophile thing, are probably not true. Although it's based on a true thing that he actually said, but he's probably likely not a pedophile. In any case, so there's a mixture here. And so listen to Keemstar's advice, because he's about to, this is the guy who's going to be speaking right after this guy. He's going to give him some good advice. And I think as a church, we have a lot to learn from Keemstar.
Well,
Here it is.
I wouldn't be defending yourself 24/7. I would embrace who you really are, be authentic, stop being worried about being clipped, just be you and have fun with it, Have the trolls uh, partner with them. They have to upload Wings videos every day to make money. Give them Wings videos to upload every day to make money. It comes right back to you. More people come in your stream, more people watch your stuff,
Yeah.
more people click on YouTube ads,
Well,
more people.
that was a blasphemy, so we're not going to do that. So the point is that what he's saying is, don't worry about the trolls. Look, if they're clipping your videos and all this stuff, and it's out of context, and you're really not what they say you are in the video, who cares? Because it draws more attention to you. And then when people go to your live stream and they give you money to do the live stream, they're going to see it's really not you, right? So, but this is the problem, though, because a lot of what the trolls are saying about Jordy is actually accurate. And so people are going to go to the live stream and they're going to see that it's actually true. He's kind of he's a bit of a hothead. He's kind of doesn't really seem that great of a guy and stuff like that. Now, I feel bad for Wings of Redemption in many ways, but in some ways he does it to himself. This is all kind of a side issue, because what I think we can learn from Keemstar as a church is to not worry about woke preacher clips clipping your videos, because all of the attention is going to go right back to you. Yeah, sure, woke preacher clips gets, his views and stuff like that for clipping your videos, but when they go to your full sermon, they're going to see it in context, and it's not going to say what woke preacher clips is saying, right? He's lying about you, right? See, this is the problem. Like, they have to try to stop woke preacher clips, because what he's doing is actually showing them true things about your sermons in context. But if it really is out of context, then you really shouldn't even be worried about it. In fact, you should embrace woke preacher clips, because as he's lying about you, he's got to answer to God for that. But then they're going to go to your sermon and they're going to hear it in context, and it's going to be proven to be a lie, right? So there you go. That's what we can learn from Keemstar. You got to embrace this stuff, right? When the trolls come out, and that's what they think. They think woke preacher clips is a troll. When the trolls come out and they say, hey, you're teaching some things that sound kind of bad, right? You're teaching some critical race theory or some feminism. When they say those lies, just roll with it, because everyone's going to know it's a lie when they see your sermon in context, right? Well, see, this is the other thing about Keemstar. I think he's giving Wings this advice because he knows that some of this stuff actually is accurate, and so I don't think Keemstar had any delusion that Wings of Redemption was going to take his advice, because when the trolls say that he's whines a lot on his streams to make money because people aren't giving him enough money and he whines a lot, that's actually not a lie. So they're going to go to Wings of Redemption stream and see him whining about not making a lot of money because whatever reason. In any case, I hope you enjoyed that. If you do decide to look into Wings of Redemption and Keemstar and stuff like that, just make sure there's no kids around. It's not really like that kind of material. I don't necessarily recommend it, but hey, maybe you will now that I've pulled this up. Sounds like my kids are having a fight, so I'm gonna go check that out. God bless.